Change leaders plan and communicate meticulously. On 6th of June 1944, D-Day, Allied forces launched the largest seaborne invasion in history at Normandy, initiating the final chapter of World War II in Europe. Operation Overlord demanded an extraordinary mobilization of resources, strategy and leadership across multiple Allied nations. Nearly 160,000 troops landed on the first day, and over 2 million would be in France by the end of August. By mid-1944, nearly 9 million tons of supplies had been shipped from North America to Britain, underscoring the monumental logistics behind this decisive turning point. The invasion delivered 5 naval assault divisions to the Normandy beaches: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword, supported by 7,000 ships and landing craft and over 195,000 naval personnel from 8 Allied nations. Troops from 4 Allied nations landed on D-Day: the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, and Free France. These countries contributed ground forces on the beaches or through airborne operations, forming the core military effort on 6th of June 1944. The campaign unfolded in 2 key phases: Operation Neptune, the naval assault, and Operation Overlord, the broader land invasion. British and American airborne forces also landed inland, reflecting the complexity of synchronizing land, sea, and air objectives. The leadership of General Dwight D. Eisenhower, who unified Allied forces under a single strategic vision, and General Bernard Montgomery, who commanded the ground assault, were instrumental in maintaining alignment and focus. Strategic alignment among the Allies proved challenging. Though united in defeating Germany, the US and Britain clashed over tactics until the Trident Conference in May 1943 resolved to launch the cross-channel invasion. Intelligence and deception were equally vital. Operation Bodyguard misled German forces about the location and timing of the attack, requiring coordination across intelligence networks and military commands. The 12 Allied nations that supported the D-Day campaign included the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Free France, Poland, Australia, New Zealand, Norway, Belgium, Czechoslovakia, Greece, and the Netherlands. Over 1.4 million American servicemen and a substantial Canadian force had arrived since 1943, demanding integration of different military cultures, training standards, and command systems. Weather added uncertainty, forcing a 1-day delay from the original 5 June date. The air component was equally vital. Airmen had spent months degrading German air and transport capabilities to enable the invasion's success. D-Day was not just a military operation, it was a masterclass in coalition leadership, strategic alignment, and high-stakes execution. It remains a defining example of how leaders can orchestrate complex, multinational change under immense pressure. Change leadership lessons. This historic transformation demonstrates critical principles that define exceptional change leadership. The coordination and scale of D-Day offer compelling lessons for modern change leaders operating in complex, high-risk environments. Leaders of change must align multiple organizations with different cultures towards unified objectives whilst maintaining individual strengths and capabilities. They require extensive planning, resource allocation, and stakeholder alignment over extended periods before attempting major transformational initiatives with consequences. Change leaders must balance detailed preparation with adaptability when external factors threaten carefully planned initiatives whilst maintaining overall strategic direction. They must manage information flow, shape stakeholder expectations, and position initiatives to minimize resistance and maximize engagement. Leaders of change must recognize that breakthrough moments create momentum, requiring continued effort, adaptation, and perseverance to achieve transformational objectives. Summary leadership quote. Change leaders align diverse stakeholders through thorough preparation, maintain flexibility whilst controlling information flow, and sustain commitment beyond initial breakthrough moments. Organizational change application, change leadership responsibility 1, articulate a change vision. The The successful execution of D-Day serves as a powerful illustration of the critical role that a well-articulated change vision plays in driving transformative efforts. Effective organizational change begins with a leader's ability to craft and communicate a compelling vision that transcends historical grievances and unites diverse interests. It should address immediate priorities while laying the foundation for long-term collaboration and inclusive progress. Change leaders must develop visions that are aspirational yet grounded in practical realities, ensuring they are supported by robust structures essential for sustainable progress. Clearly articulated change vision aligns stakeholders, clarifies purpose, and guides decision-making under pressure. Leaders must actively listen and incorporate diverse perspectives, framing the change in a way that resonates with all involved. Principled, pragmatic vision builds credibility, earns trust, reduces resistance, and accelerates transformation. Articulating this vision requires continuous refinement, emotional intelligence, and resilience, maintaining focus on long-term outcomes despite setbacks. Ultimately, a compelling change vision serves as the cornerstone of successful change and transformation, guiding organizations through complexities while uniting stakeholders around a shared purpose.